Hello Factorians, Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels. Alrighty, last episode we started doing some multi-phase oil. Is that what it's called again? Multi-phase? Yes, multi-phase oil processing, and it turns into natural raw gas, and crude oil. And that's when things got a bit funky. So this is our chain down here to get to propane, which is used to make plastic. Along the way there are so many things that we are wasting, and I could just make plastic this episode, sure, and we can just clarify and flare away all these various products, but I don't want to do that. I want to be just a little more useful with this stuff. So I'm going to start at the top here, and we are producing we're using our sulfuric waste water, which is great. Our raw gas is what we want, but we are producing crude oil, and the ratio is actually it produces way more crude oil than anything else. Yeah, so here we go. With our 8, I did the math just to get these ratios right for these other ones down here, which I did off camera. We actually produce with 8 of these 280 crude a second and only 80 raw gas a second. So crude is just refined. And there are various levels of refining. We can also make flamethrower ammo. Well, we can't make it. Let's not get too excited. But yes. So what we want to do is we just want to get a few oil refineries. We're probably going to need a lot more stuff for that, aren't we? We've got some. We actually have some, which is surprising. So I'm going to actually step it down here, and we'll start our oil refinery here. Alright, so you are doing regular multi-phase oil production, and we have a solid output which we will have to oil residuals. Okay, we'll probably want to silo that for now. Let's find one of these and actually bring down this crude. Alright, down we go with the crude, somewhere about there. Looks pretty good. Wonderful. Alright, let's just pop it there. Let's get this and get this in here. Alright, so this is using 16.66 crude a second. 100 divided by 6. And what did I say? We are producing 280. Wow. That's going to be a lot of refineries. That is actually 17 refineries that this can support, but I'm not going to do that many because I just don't have that many here. Alright. That looks like it's not the middle. That looks like the middle, doesn't it? I probably should put some lights along here too. Why am I making lights? I'm not actually making lights. I do have Afraid of the Dark mod on here, so I just don't need them. Now I'm going to make the assumption that this follows the same as the advanced oil processing, where that tower here has the water, or in this case the condensates that will follow. So the 3 products we have are naphtha, I remember the name of this one, fuel oil, I think it's just something crazy like that, and mineral oil. What do we got? Base mineral oil, fuel oil, and naphtha. Fuel oil and naphtha, I think the only recipes when I was looking at it that we have really available is to turn into solid fuel, which is probably something we should do anyway. Yes, so with Coke it goes into solid fuel. And that's all we've got access to. What is liquid fuel used for? Empty container, napalm. It's actually used for a fair bit of cool stuff. But none of which we have access to just yet. Let's just whip all this together. Derp, derp, derp. The clicking is cannot talk and click. Alright. We don't have enough of those. Can I make some more? No, I can't. I don't have what? What don't I have? Iron. Alright, let's go grab some more materials. Emerald of steel. Sure, steel as well. Iron, here's some steel. Lovely steel, thank you. I might, I probably should backlog some steel in a silo or something. And we'll just grab a few of those. Alright. And then I want to make a few of these. Let's make, say, 10. Alright. Whew. So we are, again, getting three components here. And that looks like our alignment. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And I'm standing in the way. That's not 2, is it? No, that one's not 2, that's why. 1, 2. 1, 2. Beautiful. Alright, there, and not quite there. There we go. So there are our 3 products. And, yes, that's right, we also need to run on the belt, because that's always a great idea, isn't it? How many of these is it producing? Just 1 every 6 seconds, yeah. That's not a lot. Alright. I'm going to actually put it there, just so that when we do put that other stuff in, we will be able to do that. And yeah, let's do that, just to even it out somewhat. I don't know why I did that though. What I'm going to do with this is just take it over here and we will dump it into a silo, because hey, got a few of them and I know how to use them. Of course that didn't quite line up, so we'll need a fast inserter here, because these are producing almost 1 a second, and we do want to expand that out. Okay, this has so much storage, we'll survive for a while with that. So let's have a look at what we need to do for these things. Let's start in the crude again. Okay, so naphtha is, let's go right back to the start, page 1, wood, we're okay for wood, but here we go, solid fuel with coke. 100 naphtha and 2 solid fuel, 100 naphtha and 1 coke makes 2 solid fuel, and 50 fuel and 1 coke makes 2 solid fuel. Alright, so I feel like this is pretty good use for our oils. Maybe we'll have some circuitry making sure that, like, only using if these fill up, so that way we don't using so much naphtha, because it seems way less efficient. But this one, I want to make some coolant, because we saw coolant was used for stuff, and it seemed really cool. So what is our chemical labs? We just got advanced chemical plant. What is made in an advanced chemical plant? Is there any way to check what is made in that? Advanced chemical plants. And is there any way in this to see? No, I don't think there is. Shift right click. Nope. Let's have a look at the text. That's probably going to help us. Thermal water, catalyst stuff. Steam cracking, advanced chemical plant Mark II. Well, that's probably advanced chemistry. Gives us the no oil, gas, steam, rubber. Advanced chemistry. I don't know where that advanced chemical plant was. Advanced chemistry 3. Chemical plant Mark III. And advanced chemical plant Mark II. Well, okay. I assume that one is making just the regular advanced chemical plant, but we can't actually see it. But that is actually something we can get, and that'll give us a level 2 chemical plant. But for now, it looks like we are stuck with level 1 chemical plants. We need to get coke down here too, so let's not forget about that. Ooh, we're making some other stuff as some of the crude is being used to fill those tanks. Not a whole lot though. Not a whole lot. Yeah, we're not doing much. These guys have stopped. Why are these guys not outputting? Ah, of course, yeah, that's all backed up. Yeah, that's cool. One day I'm going to rip that out. That flashing is really annoying. But coke, coke we are bringing down here, aren't we? I believe this is coke. Let's just pick some up. Yep, it's coke. All right. We can hijack this. Yes, we can. What's more important, solid fuel or plates? Probably plates. So, oh, there's only a grey belt though, which is pretty sad. We would need to upgrade that whole thing to yellow, which I think we can do. Oh, is this yellow here? Basic transport belt. No, it is not. Alright. Well, I guess that is our first order of business, is to upgrade this whole thing here. Make it face the right way. Alright. Looks like that is where it turns into. Oops. Okay, thank you for the advanced chemical plant. I'm going to need one of those. Because it doesn't look like we're using a whole heap of coke here, so... Alright. One, there we go, upgrade. Good to have some robots for this, wouldn't it? We'll leave that other strand can stay as is. Did I get all that? I guess we'll soon see. Alright, and that actually works out in a pretty convenient location. Here we go. Alright, so here is our coke coming in, and we are going to make some solid fuel out of it. So look at some ratios, shall we? Because I want to be able to maintain the output of these other things. Okay, so we are making 6 seconds. Okay, fluid, we're making 5 fuel oil a second, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 fuel oil a second. Just going to write this down. And naphtha, we are making 50 divided by 6. 8.3 multiplied by 5 is about 42 naphtha a second. Alright, and that is at maximum output of these guys. So, do we have any chemical plants? Not yet. How about we make them sort of a couple, and then make as many as we can. Should have been doing that already, of course. What are we looking like for materials? While we're handcrafting that, I'm going to go grab some more materials, because we're probably going to need it. What have I got? 5 of gas refineries. Cool. Sure, that will come in handy at some point. Let's pick up some of this. A couple of stacks. Yeah, somewhere around here. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, it's not close enough. There we go. Alright, almost 2 stacks. Yeah, it's fine. And a couple of these. There we go. Alright. That's pretty good. I think I'm out of... Oh no, I've got a few bricks. Grab some bricks. They seem to be used in a lot of these things. And We do have a stack of clay bricks, or did I put that in my box? I think I put that in the box, which we might need. Might need a few more of those. Anyway, this will get us started with our advanced chemical plant. Chemical plant Mark II, so it has a crafting speed of 2.25. Wowee. Alright. That is pretty amazing. Now, I want to build it back over here, something like that, and something like that. So this, whoa, okay. Camo, yeah. Naphtha, and fuel oil. There we go. Alright. And that is kind of the setup we'll have. These need 1 coke in 4 seconds. So we can use these guys. And then it will output going out. And how am I going to do that? Probably want to run that somewhere up there. So let's bring that over here. That is just crazy close. Why would you ever do that? There we go. Alright. Something like that. Looks relatively even-ish. And like so. There we go. Alright. Do we make any more of these yet? No, we're on our next 5. So if we were doing this, that is totally the wrong way to do it, isn't it? Because what we want to do is, whoa, not that. We're going to do that and that. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the setup we would be using. Is it though? Is it? It is a nice setup. I'm going to leave it. I got to remember that these can. If I just put one here, I can place it on the next spot anyway. So it's kind of yeah, kind of not all that necessary. But this is what we're doing. And then something like that, and something like that. And I don't know. We'll see how many we get. So let's pop down a few of these while we wait for our things to build. Go face right, we did. Alright, and we've got one extra one. What do I say? We're making more naphtha. I don't know. Ah, whoa. Okay, see where that extra one needs to go over there. And in fact, that one needs to go there. Okay. So, thankfully, we didn't actually make those. We'll rip that one up too. We'll definitely be using that somewhere. Alright. Put those in, pop those in. Get these belts going, and then all that's left is to actually hook up these materials. Not materials, these oils. And not quite. There we go. Oh, that is not the right one at all, is it? No, it is not. Alright, let's bring this one across to somewhere about not there. Not there. Okay. So there we have that one producing. Nope, I ran out of power poles. Oh man. Do I have any of these? No, I don't. Oh gosh. I do have some big ones though, don't I? Alright, don't tell anyone I did this. There we go. Now we just need the naphtha. And let's do that. And get that flowing. Alright. So how much this is actually using? Let's have a look. This is using 25 a second. And what I say, we had 42 a second. So we cannot support that. That's great. And this is using 12.5 a second. And we are making 25, so we can't support that either. So actually 2 of those would have been enough. That's great, isn't it? Wonderful. There we go. Now, these are outputting not much. 2 every 4 seconds, so 1 every 2 seconds. We're just going to do that. Alright. And I'm going to take this up and I want to feed this into our poorly fed power system. That's kind of my aim. Boy, is there going to be a lot of stuff on the bus though. This is a lot of busing. That's okay. That is okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. All right. That actually works out surprisingly well. We can get rid of that carbon and power up our train with that. I'm not going to put that out just yet. Arg. Arg. Alright. Now we got to get up to there, and it's like the quickest way. Oh, do you remember this setup? I remember that setup. Those were good times, weren't they? Let's just go all the way around that. So we might want to expand that if we start using more carbon. Okay. And here we have the thing that we are up to. Let's just wait till it actually gets up here, because it might be a while before we actually see some solid fuel making its way up. Well, there we go, we're off to get some more oil. There's solid fuel, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, and yeah, we don't have a full belt, but I don't think we're going to use that much of it. We're just kind of burning it off at the moment, but we're going to go. We're going to go, and the rest of this stuff is firing off. So, whew, man, we're running out of time, aren't we? Of course we are. The other thing we wanted was coolant. Coolant. Base mineral oil and water. What else do we use this for? Lubricant. Base mineral oil and residual gas for lubricant. Okay. So we are going to do that. How are these guys going? Are they getting enough naphtha? No, they're not. Alright. As I said, we didn't have enough. So I'm going to rip out that. Okay, that is still connected. Excellent. And rip out this. And we can use those chemical plants for our whatchamacallit? What was that thing we were making? Lubricant and base oil stuff. There we go. Okay, get rid of all that. Yes. So, lubricant. There we go. This uses 10 base mineral oil a second, and residual gas, which is something we have in abundance. We are producing. Well, I didn't write down what we're producing in base mineral oils. 20 divided by 6. 20 divided by. Get out the calculator. 20 divided by 6 multiplied by 5 is about 17. 17 a second. And where was that lubricant? Yep, there we go. If we're making 17, we'd need 2. 2 of these guys making lubricant. Alright. But that is at a craft speed of 1, and these have a craft speed of 2. That's why these aren't getting enough. I forgot about the craft speed of 2. Okay, well, that's alright. So all that means is this guy is just going to be doing that. Doing that. And we'll get one of these. I wanted to just like bam it there, but that just also seems wrong. Alright, so there is some lubricant. Once we get some of this stuff, which which we're finally getting used for. Alright. There we go. Look at that, coming in. And we should be making some lubricant. We are, there we go, beautiful. Now, what happens when we get too much of this? Well, we need to burn it off, don't we? So these are, we're using those, but we're not using the base mineral oil. The other thing we want to do is make coolant. There we go. Alright. Now coolant uses in 4 seconds, so it uses 5 mineral oil a second, which is 10 with our crafting speed of 2. So again, we only need one of these. I did have water somewhere. There's water up there, is it? Yes, water's up there. Alright. And we're kind of just hodgepodging our way here. There's no real structure to this point, so let's make coolant down here. About there. How about we just go about... actually, that is good, because if we want to make more coolant, we'll need to connect off to the side. Will make sense. Obviously the wrong side. Okay. Alright. Looks like there to there and that. And this also needs residual gases, does it? Oh, that is a nice thing to know. We're going to have to make that one a little bit longer. Wowzers. There we go. Alright. And cut in. Do you mind if I cut in? Thank you. Residual gases. Alright. And now we can extend that sideways. We need to run some power. Forgot about power poles. Alright, well, yeah, that's right. We're using the big boys. There and there. I'm going to fix that up off camera, don't you worry. And then we will... no, I didn't want to make lubricant. That was the problem. No. Okay. We stuffed up big time there. I forgot what I was actually making, and it was coolant, not lubricant. So let's pull that back out and put it back in. Coolant, water treatment. There we go. Of course it is. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Spin that around. There we go. Hook that in, and then let's kill that one. Oops, got trees in the way. Kill that one so it doesn't accidentally connect to something else. Now this one we need to get to water. Getting a nice little farm of pipes. That's great, isn't it? Everyone loves a pipe farm. Water flowing in and coolant coming out. Beautiful. Let's get a little bit of... what are we doing that for? There we go. Alright. Coolant being produced. Oh man. I've seen stuff with coolant. I can't remember what we have seen, but it's been there. And we need to use it. Alright. Whew, man, that is, we are well over time. No, we're not. We are almost spot on time. In fact, I have a minute spare. But we're going to end it there because I feel like that is a pretty good spot. We've got our crude oil being used. Is it used the most efficiently? No, not really. But it is being used. And we're making some other things with our base mineral oil. And that looks like... Hopefully these aren't backing up. That's making that fairly quickly. They will back up. And I'm going to have to look at probably clarifying, yes. Unless there's something else we can use it for. Nope. Mineral, there we go. Base mineral oil. At this point, no, there is not. So we will have to void it. It was a chemical void in a flare stack. Excellent. Alright. Oh, the old flare stacks. Where would we be without them? Let's create a bunch of them. And I'm going to need some fluid control. Barreling and fluid control. Alright. 80% is probably a good enough number. So overflow valves, let's just create a stack of them. And we'll use those to flare off all the stuff that we no longer need. Whew, it's pretty sad, isn't it? So that is going to need a overflow valve. So if that ever gets above 80%, it'll start flaring off. Yep. All right, and there we have our first one. Overflow valve pointing that way. Okay, and these will get used. Do can't flare off multiple liquids in the one, because already I can see that we are running into trouble. Let's just make sure that these can output on both sides, because it seems to be the usage seems to be backing up oddly, very oddly indeed. But I just realised I'm not actually using these. Whew, that is about time that we actually hooked these up and got our power off the coal and onto the oil, which may or may not be better for the environment, but it's Factorio, so we don't care. And in you go. No, in you go. There we go. Alright. That'll start being used. We've got 12 megajoules of value there versus coke is... carbon is less. Anyway, coal has 4 megajoules, so yeah, it's three times as long lasting. So hopefully that will be enough to supply it. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I do want to actually use it though. Like, the whole point of having it there is used. But the issue will be if it stops working, we'll have to get the coal back in there. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, that is our cue to end the episode. Off camera, I'm going to just go get some more power poles because I really need those, and probably investigate what we're going to do next, so that we have a bit of a clue what else we need to. Because there's a couple more things that we are creating: ethane, butane. We're using the methane, but yeah, these ethane and butane are going up, and so is the acid gas, which I think we have to just burn off. Anywho, I'm pretty happy with that, and this little system should work for quite some time. And then we can, once we've sorted out all the byproducts, we'll start making some plastic, because that's what we want. Okay, as always, I'd love to hear your comments down below, and see you tomorrow.